You know, Florida, Georgia happens this Saturday. World's largest outdoor cocktail party, known by no other name on this show. Doesn't matter how much some corporate entity pays to rename it. Nope. It was called that growing up for me. It will always be that for me. Georgia's won 7 of 8. Actually, Georgia's undefeated in the last 8 years in non-COVID world's largest outdoor cocktail parties. Whatever the acronym would be there. Billy Gonzalez is now the interim head coach at Florida. Kirby Smart, I'm told, is still at Georgia. But it's going to be Billy Gonzalez, and we don't know what Russ Callaway is going to do. This first time we've seen Billy Napier not calling plays here. So we don't really know what Florida team's going to come out of the tunnel. We know the players, but we don't really know what to expect. So what is Florida? That's the first question here. Because there is obviously the possibility that they've mailed the season in. Now, if they've mailed the season in, if you could tell me that, that would be a padlock stat. That would be a paper popper. The end. Georgia wins and covers. They win by 20. Ball game, if you tell me that. I'm going to work off the theory, for the sake of this preview, that that's not the case. That maybe we get an inspired effort from Florida. Historically, that's the way it works in college football. For whatever reason, you got some coaching turnover or your starting quarterback's hurt, and both of those scenarios tend to have the opposite effect that you would expect them to have. Now, the players liked Billy, and the players are also in a situation where in the NIL era, you're kind of wondering, oh, where am I going to portal? Where am I going to be this time next year? So it's a little different dynamic. We're kind of in uncharted territory here. But if you got a new offensive play caller, Georgia in the 70s, pass defense, not a good pressure team. They're in the 120s, sacking the quarterback. Lagway could have a game here. Could happen. It's in the cards. Bunch of catbuster plays. Joey Aguilar was 24 of 36 against Georgia. 371, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So, I mean, I got a quarterback here for Florida that's thrown 9 of them already to Gunnar Stockton's 1. So if it comes down to turnovers, don't love it. Go ahead and turn out the lights for Florida. But there is a world, I'm granting you this. There is a world where Florida comes out and it's like the version that played Texas and they're clicking and they're not turning the ball over. That's a 4-quarter game. Florida's got plenty good enough depth of talent to do that to Georgia. Do I get another ceiling game from Gunnar Stockton? Florida defense should be healthier. That's the nature of coming out of a bye. Gunnar Stockton was needed to win the Tennessee game early in the year, and he did it on the road. He was needed in the Ole Miss game, and that was at home, but he did it. Will he be needed to win here? Now, I believe in him if they call his number, okay? My follow-up there, when it comes to Georgia, is should you need it? Because I think about what I saw Jake Rowe talking about earlier today. Hey, really quick timeout. We'll get right back to the video. Do me one favor. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps us keep the show free. It helps us keep the lights on. It helps us keep doing college football year-round, and we appreciate it. All right, back to the video. And that is the injury reports out for this game. There is no Georgia offensive lineman listed for the first time all year. Georgia's run the ball a lot better this year, 33rd in the country right now, whereas they were in the 100s this time last year. So if you really want to find out what Florida's got left in the tank, if you really want to find out how much heart and soul is left in that team, run the ball on them. Because if it's not there, it's not going to show up in the second half. And that's how you remove all the variants of potential outcomes here. You just run the ball successfully. You remove their will to compete and their will to continue to sustain, and that's a 100% Georgia win. Is that the way this game plays out? Watch that early on. There's no way to know where Florida's head's at. If I was a Florida fan, there's no way I can know where this team's head's at. Neither team really gets to the quarterback much. Neither of them have put up a good havoc rate or sack numbers. Like I said, though, one quarterback's thrown 9 picks, one of them's thrown 1. And Georgia's run defense is pretty good, so I think DJ's going to have to win the game with his arm. If he does win it, let's take a look at what the model thinks. The FanDuel line right now is Georgia minus 7.5. Because I have so much uncertainty about where Florida is mentally, and I already think Georgia is a team that is better and capable of scaling in November, just watch them. This would be theoretically where that starts. I'm taking Georgia to win and cover. I think they're going to make a little bit of a statement, but people won't make a big deal about it because all they will see is, wow, you beat a team whose season is already mailed in. Well, I think College football is a little more complex than that. So let's take a look at it. That's one thing if they beat them 40-9. It's another thing if they beat them and you can tell, well, Florida fought here. They just got beat. Let's take a look at it. Let's keep an eye on it. You're going down there to Jacksonville, take Flex Power with you. myflexpower.com/Josh Pate. Get the, I'm going to call it the best portable generator on the market. We have tested it at Pate State. Literally, we tested it. We took it to a game a couple of weeks ago. Phenomenal. Great results. Great feedback from the locals here, too. We were in Nashville at a Vanderbilt game. So you need to power the tailgate. You need to power anything. You just need to have a little safety valve if storms come through one night, and they will. 100% of your households have been through a thunderstorm. We have that on good intel, good stats and info on that. So Flex Power, big partner of the show. They watch the show. They are actual friends of the program, and they have something most of you need anyway. If you don't have a backup generator, it's just Russian roulette. Listen, our air conditioner is making a weird sound right now. If I had a Flex Power generator in here, it's quieter than that AC unit, and that AC unit's not supposed to make noise, which lets you know how quiet the Flex Power generator is.